In our quest to make food videos in Japan, we need to also kind of learn how to make the food so that we can better appreciate it. So today we're with a soba master who's going to teach us how to make soba, so in the future we know what makes a good soba or a bad soba. Soba noodles, unlike chubby white udon noodles, are made from a combination of buckwheat flour and wheat flour. The buckwheat gives it a nutty taste and a bouncier bite, but it also means it's harder to make than a normal wheat-based noodle. Today we are learning how to make one of the hardest types of soba, Hachi soba! And it's made with a ratio of 20% wheat flour to 80% buckwheat.
この間NHK の映画で三色そばが映画の中に出てくるので打ってくれって言われて私は映画に出なかった。
Good thing they provide a translator with this lesson, because I'd be totally lost.
Well, now that we listen to those instructions, I'm sure that we memorized them and we will follow them perfectly. Time to execute the perfect soba.
It's gonna be easy!
Totally! It's not gonna turn out like the shape of Ontario and lumpy.
Fine.
I'm gonna fail in front of a master. Get yourself together, Martina. Okay.
Step 1, sneeze in the bowl.
No, Simon, that's not part of it.
Okay. Easy.
Okay.
I already messed up. Already.
This is the easiest part, guys. This is the easiest part and it's the most exhausting part already. I haven't started kneading.
Captain's log. I'm exhausted. Whew. This does kill your back. Wow. I'm trying to sit down.
Come on, Simon.
Oh yeah, good. I could sit. Oh my god. Do they have a couch here or something?
It feels like they will never join together. It feels like these are all their own little planets. With every push, there has to be an explosion.
Oh my god, deadlifts yesterday. Why did I do deadlifts yesterday? I could have done anything else. You knew you had to shoot in advance. You decided to do deadlifts?
Watching Star Trek on the couch alone. Why would I do that yesterday? It was so tough. Made myself a Cosmo, Star Trek Next Gen.
からこう持って押し込む返してくる押し込むこれを両手でやればね。
This is a really bad angle. This just looks like from this angle. I'm just like, what you want, girl? What you want? Don't look at this angle on the camera. This is a terrible camera angle. Should have thought better about it. Yeah, play some inappropriate music right now. Rita, don't you? Right, huh? Oh, yeah. God. Just a little bit more till you get nice and hard. Huh? You like that? Like the pounding you getting? Should have brought a tripod. Definitely. Should have brought a tripod. Oh yeah!
That's what you're doing that I get to do.
How do I know when I'm ready? You just know.
Okay. Okay.
No. That one.
Oh no.
You're doing really well, Simon.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I roll. Oh, send it to me.
そうそれにこう V
Okay.
Mine looks lumpy.
So I've made it into this shape right here, right now. I'm ready for the next step. I don't remember the next step. What's the next step?
Mine looks crappy.
おいへそううまいこれ
Belly button!
Now that we've finished flattening it out, we put it in a plastic bag so it can stay dry. Now we got to clean out the bowl. So the next step is I have to mush this out to 30 centimeters. How to get it? 30 centimeters. It's not long enough yet. Gotta make it a little bit longer.
As soon as I got it, I was like, oh, just push it down. And I went like, and then this is the area that's kind of like a bit torn.
Need you cue. Almost there. Need you cue. Need you cue.
おお30
Sanju! Pull it out. Oh, has to be 30 centimeters. Ah, yeah! Sanju! So the next part you're supposed to do is with the rolling pin. You don't roll with your hands, you're supposed to put your nails on and you're supposed to rub it together like this. And after every 7 rolls, you're supposed to turn it 15 degrees. He wound up telling me that mine is getting a bit deformed because my right arm is a lot stronger than my left arm. I don't know why that would be.
I miss the hair on my knuckles. When you do this and you rub it, you just basically sear off all the skin and hair. So Dan, a little bit of Martino knuckle hair in there.
お綿棒上手
This is nice. You're
Nice.
talented.
Okay.
So an important step that I'm learning is that you have to check the sides to make sure that each of them is the same width. I had one that was thicker here and one that was thinner here. So he's helping me right now with trying to even out the edges. I can hear the sound of a father's disappointment in a son. You know that voice that they use when you've really disappointed your parents? Yep. One more. Okay. Oh! I'm glad he's here for this part because when I saw him doing it himself, I knew this was the part I was going to mess up.
トントントン
Is it important to say ton 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 ton?
こう触ってここを触って
Yep. Oh, I messed up bad. This has to be in a perfectly square shape so that when it's folded over, when you cut, all the noodles will be even. Because I've got more of like a rhombus-y kind of circle meets a squid shape going on, the noodle cutting might not be all too great.
If Simon was his grandson, he would have received a strong beating by now.
If I was his grandson, I'd be written out of the will for this.
So Dan, you should be able to pick Simon's out from mine based on which one's fatter and thinner.
Which one's tastier? Has more love and spirit?
Mine, because I was like talking to it. You have to whisper to your food when you make it. Although Simon was whispering, his Soba might be pregnant, I'm not sure, but.
So this is supposed to be all evenly squared. Instead I've got all this empty and all this empty. I messed this up really, really bad. He can't even look me in the eye anymore. Now he just like casts his head down and he walks over to his favorite child. With this knife, you're supposed to keep your hand right up against the blade like here, and when you push down, you angle left. So you don't slide the blade, you just push, angle. On the cutting board, you're only supposed to have 3 fingers lightly. Don't mush it down or else you just won't have any noodles. You'll have a noodle. And then push left. What I cut my first soba noodle. That's way too thick, isn't it? Probably. Yes?
Try to aim to 1 millimeter.
Try to aim 1 millimeter? Who can aim 1 millimeter? How about we go for 5? All right, here we go. 3 fingers. Pop, pop. I'm proper. I'm proper.
It's like a really delicate movement. When you move the knife, when you put it down, you just basically do this and you nudge the board over a tiny bit, but you'll like do a little bit more and then you nudge it too much and then you cut it down and then you get this godforsaken giant noodle. Oh my god, it's so bad.
So the master said, if you cut it too big, you're just supposed to say you like big noodles. So you know what? I like big noodles. I don't want baby noodles. I want man noodles. Oh, this is just getting uglier and sadder.
Slow it down, hang on, look, you're angling this weird. This is going off on an angle.
No, because there's no more density. There's just no noodle there. Mine didn't form into a square like yours.
Mine has some pretty bad
Mine
corners.
looked like an empty baby blanket. Our noodles are done. I'm actually surprised that something came out of this. This might actually be edible.
It looks not that bad.
No, so mine are on the right here. Mine are the big boy noodles.
Yeah.
And Martina has the thin ones right there.
I didn't do a great job at chopping, but because I rolled it so thin, you can tell there's a difference between the two.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Itadakimasu.
So you're only supposed to dip half of it, but I'm not sure how to grab half because
Oh my god, some of ours are...
none of these are even.
Okay, these are
Okay, here we
kind
go.
of...
I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh my god, these are totally uneven, I can see it. I have a feeling some will be cooked.
It's actually not bad.
The taste is good, but they're definitely uneven.
Holy smokes, let me try yours. I am now a soba master.
I don't know about that.
Look at this.
Okay, I can immediately tell though that when you dip it in and you try to eat it, some pieces are perfectly cooked because this teacher himself was telling us that he has to cook them longer than normal because ours are so basically chunky. But you see how some are soft and some are a bit like harder?
I gotta say,
That's what happens when we're uneven.
after working on this for nearly 4 hours on a totally empty stomach, this is the most delicious soba I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm gonna try your soba now. Oh, it's so heavy. I can't lift this soba.
Some big boy soba right here.
Barely. Simon starts his new brand of soba.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy to eat this. This is such a wonderful experience. It's a little bit intimidating when you're doing it and you're messing it up, but to see this final product is so deeply satisfying.
To be honest, yours tastes really good too.
Dan, whose soba do you like more?
Yeah, Dan.
Mine or Martina's?
You get to choose between the two of us. Whose do you like more, Dan?
Just on the look.
Who do you love more, your mother or your father? Pick Dan. Okay, which one do you like more?
A or B?
A or B, the first one or the second one?
Definitely B.
Definitely B is the worst one, is what you said? Well, B is the worst one, yes?
No, B was the best. Why? I could tell. These are so big.
Thank you so much to Ito-san for sharing his soba making skills with us. This was an amazing experience. I
Oh
think
my gosh.
we have to come back again to make sure we can get it right though. If you guys are interested in booking a lesson as well with Ito-san, click the link in our info box below and you too can become a soba master.
Seriously, I learned how to make soba today.
I know.
This
And
is amazing.
And I learned the history of soba. Like I feel a huge appreciation towards it, way more than I did before. I'm gonna keep eating because Simon's about to consume all the soba.